チャプター12突破口。
It is a most difficult time for all of us right now. We mourn the death of our beloved High Commander Isoro, the one man in whom we all placed our trust. But now more than ever, I know that he would want us to push forward. The finest way we can honor his legacy is to bring a swift end to this conflict as quickly as possible.
Where is Caspar?
How dare you interrupt His Majesty the King!
It's fine. Tell him.
Caspar has recalled his troops to Illinois. Evidently, with Isoro dead, he believes we're not worth his time.
I have no interest in his thoughts. The only thing I care about is taking his life with my bare hands.
Surely you don't intend to pursue him behind enemy lines. I cannot approve of that. The Kingdom of Benario cannot afford to lose another Fenice. Not right now.
I wasn't asking your permission. I will be departing with my personal forces immediately.
Wait. You are too precious to us to lose. But I cannot stop you from doing what you feel you must. Take as many troops as you require. However, I offer them under the condition that you accept Cristobal as High Commander from here on out. It's not that I don't trust you, but to lose your uncle and then have to shoulder his burden...
Do as you wish, I don't care. All that matters to me is claiming Caspar's head.
We'll be on our way as well, Your Majesty.
How dare you! Wait just a minute!
As for you, I have something to suggest.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I would like you to head to the imperial capital, Lyriar. At the moment, the majority of the Empire's fighting forces are with Caspar in Illinois. Centralizing their power makes them a formidable force, but it could also be their greatest downfall. With all their energy devoted to suppressing the rebels, the capital itself is all but defenseless.
Didn't you just offer Ballastar whatever support he needs?
I did, which is why I can only supply you with a small number of troops. Trying to take the capital single-handed? That's quite a gamble. But if we don't take risks, how can we hope to topple an empire?
Even so, it's dangerous. If we get caught between Caspar and the capital, we'll be completely isolated.
If you feel the risk is too great, I will not order you to go. Perhaps you could go with Commander Ballastar instead?
I'll see it done, Your Majesty.
Cap.
Good. I recommend you prepare as quickly as possible.
Brother, are you sure we can trust his word?
What do you mean?
That if you conquer the capital, the king will give it to you as a reward.
I doubt it. He was probably just saying that.
But still, if you're in charge of the whole city, that'd make you a lord, right?
At this point, I'd settle for just getting through this alive.
So why'd you agree to it then?
I know it's a risk. But as far as I'm concerned, taking orders from a guy blinded by his own bloodlust is way more dangerous. I'd rather trust us to do something impossible than deal with Ballastar for one more second. The only question is, how are we gonna get through his sets?
If we want to reach the capital, we'll have to cut through as quickly as possible.
Should we try to bypass it?
I've heard another rebel faction has just taken over the city. Supposedly, they're led by a man named Corral. They're likely still establishing their presence in the region. I imagine they'd be grateful if we simply passed them by.
There's another group kicking around that area, too. Mercenaries, led by someone called Emile.
Ah,
Friend of yours?
I wouldn't say that. But in our circles, he's about as well known as Clara. Emil's people have a strong reputation. They're good at what they do, and they're not picky about who they do it for. We should keep an eye on them. The Empire might be our biggest concern, but you never know who will be fighting later. For now, it's probably best to avoid an altercation if we can.
Eden! Monsters are approaching from a nearby meadow. Monsters? On flatlands like these? What kind? I'm not sure. It's something I've never seen before.
Let's go find out. Wait, that's... An Aspida! Perfect! What better time for a new weird monster? Hey, does anybody know how to fight these things? 'Cause I sure don't. The only advice I've ever heard is run.
Be wary of its long tail and venom. If enough of you are lined up in front of it, you will all be sent flying.
And you are?
Defeat this creature and I shall tell you. And be careful. These devils thrive in wet environments. We must lure it onto dry ground.
アナスピダは今までのモンスターと違い範囲攻撃が可能になっています。範囲攻撃は縦3列に及ぶ尻尾での吹き飛ばしと毒ブレス攻撃をしてきます。吹き飛ばしはスピダの前に3名以上を配置した時に、毒ブレスはスピダの周囲を取り囲み攻撃していた時ターンです。吹き飛ばしを食らったユニットは1ターンスタンタスタイル後方まで移動させられます。毒ブレスの方は当たったユニットに毒を付与します。さらにブレス攻撃したタイルを数ターンの間毒タイルに変えてきます。これら対処法ですが、範囲攻撃発動から攻撃までには1ターンの猶予があるので発動と同時に攻撃が当たらないタイルにユニットを移動させれば回避できます。
You can do this. You can do this.
攻撃無謀ですが前面に盾役を置くことで吹き飛ばしを回避できます。アスピナダ1体につきお供ヘビを4連れています。お供は本体よりも HP は低いですが攻撃力が高めなので油断できないです。味方勢力のアルブレヒトはプラス魔導士なのでモンスターには相性がいいです。ただ魔導士の攻撃は回数制限があるので序盤で全力を出しすぎると後半戦で攻撃できないかかしになるので注意がいりますけどね。子供のアスピナダに緑と紫に2種類がいますがこの違いは防御タイプです。緑が物理が有効、紫が魔法という感じ。子供は体力低いから耐性は気にしなくても倒せます。耐性問題は親のアスピナダが使うスキル産卵にあります。産卵をすると本体の周囲に2個の卵が出てきて2ターン後に子供が生まれる。子供が孵化する前に卵を破壊しないといけないのですが卵形態の色に該当した攻撃以外は全てダメージ無効化されちゃう。紫の卵出された時なんか行動可能な魔導士いないと不可確定になっちゃう。魔導士は普通4人くらいしか戦場に出さないので産卵対応されると本当にきつい。モンスター系には剣よりやり合うのが効きやすいと思います。
Purpose moves me.
アナスピダは中ボス並みの体力あるから倒すのにかなりの時間がいります。1体倒すのに8分経過とか普通です。タイルに表示された攻撃すれば早く倒せるんですけど、この敵の近接攻撃は威力が高すぎて殴りに行きにくいです。なので遠距離主体で攻撃せざるを得ないから時間がかかる。弓兵以外の弓攻撃はスキル連動が低すぎてダメージが与えにくいからね。もう話すことないので倒すまでカットします。
Luck is on my side.
討伐時間は48分くらいでした。
I'm Eden. You have my gratitude for helping us back there.
I am called Albrecht.
I've got some skills. How is it I've never heard of you?
Until recently, I've been studying magic in hiding.
Who's your master? Maybe I've heard of them.
I don't doubt it. His name is Verno.
Huh. Now there's one I haven't heard in a while.
Who is that?
The Archmage of the Cornelian Spire, the center of all magical study, before the Emperor burned it to the ground.
The other mages called him a coward for it. After the Empire took over, he just up and vanished. Where's he at now?
Sadly, he has departed from this world. That is why I've come out of hiding. To finish the work my master started.
And what kind of work was that?
次回に続く。